Hi there everyone, it's Misty here from TheJollyFatElf. Happy Monday. Welcome to another card in my 2021 Valentine's Day card series. So we are using the Sassy Cat stamp set from Clearly Besoted, and I couldn't decide which image and which sentiment I wanted to use, so I've gone with three of them. So I'm stamping the one with the little heart headband, and that one has Cupid rhymes with stupid. The one that is lying down, I believe that's the one that says, I find you tolerable. And yeah, so I am stamping all three of those onto a piece of the Hammermill 100%. It's a Hammermill cardstock that I use. Lord Jesus, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it is. But here are all the colors that I'm using. I didn't show the part where I cut out red glitter circles for these because I had forgotten to turn on the camera. So I apologize for that. But I'm just going to be doing some simple coloring with my Copics. So I'm using Misty, R46 and R59 for the reds. For the grays, I'm actually using toner grays. I've finally picked up, I think I have all of the Copics, minus a couple of the fluorescent ones. So the toner grays were the last on my list, and I picked those up. So I'm using a few of those, and then just a couple of reds, a couple of blue, greens to color all these adorable images. Like, this is probably my most favorite stamp set ever in my life. I will never get rid of it. It's just so cute. And I know so many of you mentioned on the haul last week that it was already out of stock, which is crazy, but it's just so much fun. So I am using a dark sea to add some shadow underneath each of the images. And again, I have backed these onto red glitter paper. I used some dies from Stampin' Up. So I have the scallop circles and the regular circle dies from Stampin' Up to cut all these out. Now I'm just using the blender pen to blend those out. R21 on the inside of the ears. But if you go back, you'll see the grays that I used. I believe it's T2, 4, 2, and 0. And then, yeah, that's it. I just added some stripes, just some simple coloring. At first, when I very first color these images, you may be able to see them off camera. I didn't like how they turned out. I just colored too much of them, the gray, and I wanted her to be a little bit, not so dark. So I went back through and added some other coloring. But yeah, they turned out, I love these images so much. So much. I can't believe it's almost Valentine's Day. How did that happen? I hope you guys are doing well. I am hanging in there. So I am actually doing this voiceover on the night of the Super Bowl. So Rob is watching foosball and I am doing this voiceover. I actually filmed this on Saturday and I've just been so tired from, I cannot wait to have my injection tomorrow. Like, I'm all swollen. You can kind of tell in this video just how swollen my left hand is in comparison to my right hand. But even today, my right hand is really swollen. So if you guys don't know, I have rheumatoid arthritis and I kind of put myself in a flare by stopping my medication. Don't ever do that. That was a really bad decision on my part. But I'm starting a new medication tomorrow. So I'm just so excited. I took a 4-hour nap yesterday. Took a 3-hour nap today. The fatigue has been really awful. So I was hoping to get ahead on filming and I just haven't. It's just been really hard. So I'm using BG11 and BG10 to go around both of the all of the images just to add a little bit of a background. You guys know I really like to do this with cute little images like this, especially if I'm not coloring an entire background. I like to add just a little bit of color behind them. So you may notice I have 2 Band-Aids on my right arm, and that is because I burned the holy Hannah out of my arm. I believe it was last weekend. I was cooking a bunch of soup and I asked Rob to put one of the lids on the stove, and he did, and we didn't realize that it had gotten in one of the flames. And then I accidentally touched the red hot metal to my arm, and it's bad. It didn't start out that bad, but I'm guessing I probably have a 3rd-degree burn on my arm. It's bad. It's so bad. But I've been putting Neosporin on it to make sure that it didn't get infected, because I just honestly didn't realize just how bad it was until the other day. But to me, it's not worth it to risk it to try to go to the hospital, especially now since, whoa, what happened? Since all of the, since it's basically already like healed, like it's already scabbing over, and I was keeping it covered. It's open today because I just felt like it needed some air, but it's looking so much better. It was really itchy, so that helped. Normally I put mustard on a burn and it helps, but I'm guessing since this was like a metal burn and it wasn't just like a water burn or just like something wasn't too hot. This was actually like a piece of metal, like, you know what I mean? Like, I think that's why the mustard didn't work very well. But yeah, I call it my witch's hat, and I've been keeping it covered, but I'm okay. It's okay. It's scabbed over, and like I said, I've been keeping Neosporin on it. It looks pretty good. It looks like it's healing. So I added all of these to a slimline card. So I used that paper from Simple Stories. It's already 6x8. So I went ahead and cut it down to 3x8. And then I used a piece of Pool Party that I cut down by 3 1/4 by 8 1/4. And then finally the card base I cut at 7 by 8 1/2. And then I scored it at 3 1/2. So we have a slimline card for all 3 of our little kitty cats. You can see there I added some of the clear Nuvo drops on all of the little hearts. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really appreciate you. I'll see you Wednesday for another card. Bye for now.